Alright, as promised, we're doing one new brand a week, and I'm going to continue doing until I run out of new brands, which I'm not sure we'll ever run out. But today, this is the third week in a row. First week we did J-Scent from Japan. Last week we did Floral from France. And today we're going to Sweden for a new house called Cra-Yon. As you can see right there, C-R-A-Y-O-N. So they have launched 3 fragrances called Passport Amour, Sans Service, and Vanilla CEO. And I've got all 3 fragrances here. This is what the bottles look like. And I'm going to tell you all about them. They're currently sold at ZGO Perfumery here in San Francisco. And thanks to ZGO Perfumery, they are sponsoring one full bottle giveaway to a subscriber of this channel from the USA. So if you're curious to learn about Cra-Yon, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. That's right, today we have another new brand on the channel. I've never spoken about this house, Cra-Yon. Their fragrances are 50 ml bottles, $95. So they are under $100. They are 50 ml bottles though. So I'll let you know all about these fragrances and stick around till the end for the giveaway. We have a full bottle giveaway to a subscriber from the USA. But before we do all of that, if this is your first time tuning into my channel and you still haven't subscribed, please do click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So Cra-Yon is a new house, a 2020 house that is launched by folks behind the brand Agonist. It's a Swedish house. And although I've known about Agonist for the longest time, I haven't really spoken about them on this channel either. But today I'm speaking about Cra-Yon. And Cra-Yon fragrances just launched, as I said, and these fragrances were sent to me by ZGO Perfumery. I'm going to tell you my honest opinions about these fragrances. But 2020 launch, 50 ml bottles, $95. This is what the bottles look like. And this is how the packaging is. Cra-Yon on the side here. This is Passport Amour. This one is a Sans Service. And last but not least, this is Vanilla CEO. So you kind of have an idea of what the smells are like, but probably not. Of course, Vanilla CEO, you'll know it's a vanilla. But Passport Amour is a rose and oud. And Sans Service is a kind of a sandalwoody kind of papyrus violet combo. So let's start off with Passport Amour. So Passport Amour is a Oriental floral fragrance. It comes in this orange box. The fragrances are in here like that, although they're in here like this. So the packaging is simplistic and not overly, big and overwhelming with presentation, and the bottle fits in there like that. So there's something cool about these, and of course the price point is really cool as well. It's niche perfumery for under $100. But then again, if you're doing a comparison to designers, which normally you get a 100 ml bottle for around $9,500, so it is a little more. But still, if you want to delve into niche perfumery at $100, you can go with a brand like this and check it out. So Oriental floral fragrance is what Passport Amour is. I would actually go to the extent of calling it floral woody musk perhaps, although I don't get much, well, there's some musk in here. But this one has notes of Damask rose at the top, heart notes Agarwood, Carnation, Patchouli, Cedarwood, base notes musk and Sandalwood and amber. So in the end, it's an Oriental floral because, of course, rose is a flower, and you've got a major dose of rose here. And I feel like this one is the main player is rose with oud. But, what else is in here? Because if it's an Oriental, you've got to have some vanillic, ambery touches, and of course there's loads of amber in here. And the combination of those 3 notes are pretty much what's running the fragrance. It's intense, it's long-lasting, and actually I felt like when I was wearing this one, it was a little warm out, and it really did make the fragrance come alive. The rose and the oud and the amber together really kind of like was pulsing off of me, and really enjoyable. I can smell myself and enjoy the rose and actually enjoy the oud and the amber at the same time. I felt like the oud was not overly intense, and also some ouds can go animalic. This was definitely not that. There is an oudy touch in there. I feel like the oud might be on the synthetic side, not in your traditional, very dirty animalic real oud from the Middle East, but that's fine. I feel like that's okay with this fragrance. Only other thing is it did kind of hint at other rose oud combos. You know, those kind of fragrances really out there a lot. So if you're looking for something under 100, very niche quality, then you would go with something like this. But then again, if you're already kind of sampled a lot of the rose oud combos, then this might feel redundant, if that makes sense. So if you're new to the game, I feel like this is a great entry-level niche fragrance. This particular house, I feel like, so especially since it's under $100, it's definitely worth it. And I really like the way this one smells. I like it. It's a little different than other rose oud combos. Let's say, for example, Montal's Black Oud. It might hint at that, but it's not exactly that. And a few other similar fragrances. So in the end, I like this one a lot. I really enjoy it. My favorite is the vanilla. My least favorite is the second one, Sans Service, and then this one, Passport Amour, is a really, really great combination of rose and oud and amber. Again, it worked really great in the summertime, and even though it's warm outside and it's a stronger fragrance, I feel like it really did come alive, and the rose is really, really delicious on me. Anyway, that's Passport Amour. Comes in a box like this, and as you can see, Cra-Yon right there. I don't know where they got the name from, but I like it. It's a fun and playful, and the colors are great, and I'm assuming they're going to add more fragrances in the future, and they're going to give us other colors, and you know, the Cra-Yon colors. As you can see now, we have these 3 colors. Okay, as I said, these fragrances are currently sold at ZGO Perfumery. I have not seen them sold anywhere else, so this is fairly new brand, and ZGO told me they do have a new brand and that they wanted me to check out, and I'm glad they do, because I like that idea of getting niche perfumes for under $100. This is kind of like in the line of, if you know Imaginary Authors, they have, you know, it's a niche, indie niche perfumery, and they have 50 ml bottles for under $195. They're sort of in that same ballpark. So you can actually get niche perfumery for under $100. And I feel like these are definitely solid releases if you haven't smelled stuff like this before. So as I was saying earlier, my least favorite of the bunch is Sans Service, only because this one really does remind me of a very popular fragrance out there called Santal 33, and I'm not a big fan of that fragrance, although, you know, as I said, I've gotten used to it here and there, and I like it. And even though they're not identical, it reminds me of one another. This one I feel like has more crisp crunchiness, like almost cucumbers in here. For some odd reason I get cucumbers, and I think it's coming from the violet leaf note that's in here, so it's slightly ozonic and things like that. So this is a woody fragrance, Sans Service, again 2020 launch. Top notes: violet leaf, cardamom. Heart notes: orris and papyrus. Base notes: amber, leather, cedarwood, sandalwood. Totally is that kind of crisp, crunchy kind of sandalwood with the combination of sandalwood with the papyrus, and there's that whole cucumber crispness, freshness, what do you call it, ozonic qualities that cucumbers have in them, with especially because of the violet leaf. Violet leaf note is a note that has these ozonic kind of watery qualities, and it's definitely prominent here in here. The crispness of a cucumber, but then again that like wateriness inside the actual cucumber is very prominent. Now, it's not identical to Santal 33. I just know the fragrance very well, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, so this one actually kind of like is very strong for me as a smell, just because I'm not really into it. But one of you, or some of you out there might be into the idea of this fragrance, and in the end, it's quality. It's definitely worth it, and it's pretty strong and intense actually as well, as far as a wearing experience. But with this one, I feel like the violet leaves are really, really prominent here. Definitely get that crispness as soon as you put your nose to it. And the sandalwood in here is not the sweet, smooth and creamy kind. There's a crisp but crunchy kind, as I said. Although that's probably coming from the violet leaf note, but the overall experience of the fragrance is crispy and crunchy and ozonic and slightly watery. So, you know, if you like the idea of this one, do check it out. That's Sans Service, and it comes in the yellow bottle like this. Also, I wanted to mention, if you like the idea of these fragrances, you're curious to go check them out, definitely do. I have a link to ZGO Perfumery in the info box. As I said, they are $95 for a 50 ml, and they do also have samples for sale there as well. So the last fragrance I want to talk to you about is Vanilla CEO, and this is my favorite. This is considered an Oriental. This one, it's at the top, Cyclamen, Orange Blossom, Bergamot, and Mandarin Orange. In the heart notes, you've got vanilla, orchid, and then the base notes you've got amber and woody touches or woody notes. What I like about this one is really delicious vanilla, but this vanilla, even though it's sweet, there's some light, what do you call it? There's some light salty touches, almost like beachy, going into that direction of becoming a beachy, kind of salty, sea salty kind of experience. Now, even though they don't list salt or sea salt in the notes, I get a major dose of salt here. It's almost like a sweet and savory vanilla experience, if that makes sense. And then that makes it smell like it's like not necessarily suntan lotion because there's no coconut here, but it almost goes into that direction of becoming a you know, suntan lotiony kind of a vanilla beachy kind of a thing. So it's really delicious. I like this one a lot. It's my favorite, and this one actually smells great in the summertime too. In fact, I wore all of these in the summertime and tested them out, and I felt like even though they're kind of concentrated, intense eau de parfum fragrances, they were really great performance. Again, if you have experience with niche perfumery, I feel like these might be redundant, but if you're, you know, new into the this style of perfumery, into niche perfumery, and you've kind of used to mostly designer fragrances, these are definitely ones that you should check out, given the fact that the price point is really, really great, and there's some great fragrances that you can actually wear and enjoy. If you love vanilla, definitely check out Vanilla CEO. I like the name. Somebody has to be the Vanilla CEO, and this is one of my favorite notes. Absolutely love this note. It's just, I love the fact that it's cozy, it's comforting, relaxing, and it makes me feel good. Smelling vanilla is so subconsciously the feeling of relaxation that that's probably why I like it, because I go through long days of work, and when I put my nose onto vanilla, it just really soothes me and relaxes me, and that's what this one does. But it is that unique twist with the salt, as I said, and I like that about it. You know, all vanilla is smelling similar, so that salt adds that unique twist that I really like. But don't get me wrong, it is very ambery, it's an oriental fragrance. Vanilla is definitely there, but that salt comes in and adds that unique twist to it. Anyway, that's Cra-Yon's Vanilla CEO, and those are the 3 new fragrances from the house of Cra-Yon, as I am doing the series of new houses, 3 fragrance previews each week. I've got many more lined up in the future, but today it's all about Cra-Yon. And as I said at the beginning of the video, that we have a full bottle giveaway of one of the fragrances of your choice to a subscriber of this channel from the USA. And again, this is a USA giveaway. If you are from outside of the USA, you have relatives here, you can definitely participate and have the fragrance shipped to them. But currently it's only sponsored for USA because the ZGO Perfumery does not ship globally, they only ship in the USA. So to participate in the giveaway, please put down what your favorite fragrance is and why. And please also put down your state, don't put USA, that will be disqualifying you. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. Let me know your thoughts on this house Cra-Yon. What do you think about the idea, the concept, the price point, and all that good stuff? And what do you think about the fragrances? What sounds great to you? I'd like to find out. Lastly, do you know ZGO Perfumery? They are in San Francisco. If you visited San Francisco, definitely go check them out for all kinds of great niche perfumes. Anyway, thanks so much for watching today. If you have any questions or comments, please list below. Otherwise, please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.